One or two shouts to the right, but we're ready. Start to hit the button and they're off. Turning right out of the stalls was Sunset and Vine. Did Recall the Show no favours whatsoever, and Recall the Show trails them early doors. One that broke really well is Najm Ahmed Mar. Has come right across towards the rails in one pronounced manoeuvre to go on. To racing in second place, Bakil, the white cap. In third then is Barb, who's handy. Dr. Zephyr got a lovely sit, has got the box seat just in behind. The yellow and red colours moving nicely. Behind those further back in the field to find Scott's Moon, number one on the inside, who's got his head to one side. Income is wider out, light colours, white cap, and they're followed by Ryan's Party in the black and white as they're already thunder past the halfway point here. They're not hanging about. And up front, it's now Bakil who's taking it up as they come around the turn into the straight. Bakil stretching on now, but Dr. Zemph is quickly on his case in second and is moving nicely too for Ricardo Ferreira. He's now asking the question though of Dr. Zemph. Can he catch this leader who's digging down deep in the final furlong? Bakil. Bakil to Dr. Zemph. Third place on the outside, trying to pick up there is Barb as they go close home. Dr. Zemph is in trouble here. It's Bakil in front. Bakil from Barb. Barb finishing strongly stand side. Going to get close. Bakil and Barb in that order, I think. Finger poised on the button and they're off. They're racing, jumped away for our second race over the 1400-metre trip, just rousted to gather stride his Jukebox on the outside. Showing speed is Alismar in the red and white, also out wide the grey. Dignity Joy is up there too. Towards the inside, Motta Marsek, the lighter of the greys, got out well too, and he's going to bag the fence hopefully. Behind him in the black and white is Sense of Dominance, just off the speed Guillavant at this stage. One a bit outpaced here is Al Mustorad. Number 3 is well off them as they race down the back straight and heading towards the crown of the home turn. So up front towards the inside then, it is the other grey who now leads them. Dignity Joy has got across from the high draw and goes on by a neck to racing in the black and white colours. That is Sense of Dominance. Behind them to the outside in third is Jukebox, who's trying to get a bit closer. He's lost ground, in fact. Alismar is also backpedaling, trying to improve towards the inside then is Manhattanville as they head towards the home turn. And now Guillavant has come forward strongly in the black and red to hit the front in the black and red colours. Number 7, Guillavant, has now gone on. He's pressed quickly though by Sense of Dominance down the outside. Guillavant from Sense of Dominance. These two race on from Groom, who's now picking up in the red cap on the far side. And Groom, who was held up early on, has now hit the front. He's got the rail to help too. Down the outside, Assad is finishing well in the yellow, but Groom is surely home here. He's storming away for Abdullah Al-Ajmi, and Groom, a deserved success. Groom is too good. Guillavant placed again, finishes second. They're off, jumped away. One took a step to the right, leaving the stalls. That was Preciosa Alashai. Went right into Al Sabek, who has to drop back. Braking well, but then just running a slightly errant course towards the inside was Awamir in the black and gold colours, but does lead. Awamir goes on early on. So in second place, Baru Al Kaladir in the dark blue and gold. Racing in third is the grey and the green colours with the noseband Preciosa Alashai. Just off the pace, wider out, is Al Sabek, who's making ground towards the inside. The starred sleeves of Kakar Al Kaladir is next in the field. Then the red colours of Tahamiat Al Kaladir. Towards the inside is Tawaka Al Shahib. And towards the back of the field is Aletzia at this stage, the orange sleeves, with work to do and already being nudged along. They're tanking here around 56 kilometres an hour around the turn they go. And up front here comes Baru Al Kaladir to come and lay it down to Awamir, the early leader. These two will face off in front. 4 lengths back to the improver on the outside, Al Sabek. And then comes the grey Preciosa Al Ashai as they turn for home. Back in 5th place is Tuhamiat Al Kaladir in the red. And then making up some ground now is Tawaka Al Shahid. Quite a few with a chance here. Also Aletzia is picking up towards the extreme outside. But the grey goes on here. It is now Preciosa Al Ashai who struck for home and has gone clear in a matter of strides by 3 or 4 lengths to Tuhamiat Al Kaladir, who's giving chase. Down the outside, Aletzia might get a place. But it's surely all over. Preciosa Al Ashai, Luis Morales is going to bolt up here. Number 6 is way too good. Preciosa Alashai by a space. And they're off. Started caught with a pretty good line there for a big field as they race away. Looking at Matterhill, the extreme outside. The blinkers green cap is out quickly in the white stable colours towards the inside, also showing some bright early speed. There is number 8, Mokadam Bayalkir. Mokadam Bayalkir is up with the pace early on, and also right there is the 6-horse as well, Ibn Al Molhib in the white, green and yellow colours. Towards the outside we have Nakesh, the red cap from gate 19, and also from gate 20, Matterhill, who's right out on the top shelf, but he's making ground for Camillo Ospina as they go for the first 450 metres. So the two drawn higher up there, okay. Nakesh on the outside leading to Matterhill, who's done a lot of work to get to where he is. Third place for Ibn Al Molhib, who's racing in third then, ahead of Kawada Radu in fourth with the light grey and white check colours. Then comes Khalid Al Muhammadir, who's just off the pace, racing ahead of Salute Macho, who's next. And then behind those is Amir Al Maidan around the home turn at around 60 kilometres per hour. They're really trapping on in front here. It's Nakesh and Matterhill having this war up top, and they're still together by 4 or 5 lengths, and they're clear of the pack at the moment. Matterhill will have another go at Nakesh around the crown of the home turn. But on the inside, Nakesh appears to still be travelling quite well. Matterhill, though, is finding on the outside the green cap. And Matterhill, Camillo Ospina on the outside. Nakesh, though, fighting back with a rail to help for Mohammed Aldaham. But on the near side, Matterhill just has his nose in front now to Nakesh in second. They're well clear of the rest. Yakil running on, might get a place. It's been a real war between these two, but Matterhill is getting on top for the white stable and Camillo Ospina. It's going to be Matterhill who's off the mark. They're off. A pretty good line. A bit slow to go with Shal Fair in purple and white. Black and white towards the inside. Alba Sharia got out quite well, showing speed in the centre too. There in the green colours is Latithar, and that one's coming across to take over here. Latithar it is. Ricardo Ferreira in green, who's going to try and go on to Alba Sharia on the inside with the pink noseband. Just off the pace, racing in third then is Cesalaya in the red and blue colours. They race through the first 400 metres. Further back to find Sultanat Al Hajaz, who's back towards the inside, about 2 off the rails in about 7th position at this stage. Plenty of pace on here. They're really tanking down the back straight. They've covered the first 650 metres now. And moving up towards the outside is number 11. That's Tealdar in the blue and white checks, red sleeves and cap to go on. So Tealdar, 2 in second place. That is Esalaya. Behind Esalaya in third towards the inside is Lathithar in third. Making ground, Sultanat Al Hajaz is now in a different track position towards the outside. It's been all over the shop, really. Followed by Al Bashira, who's in the black and white, still in the race just about as they make the home turn. The leader, though, is kicking on here. This is Tealdar, and third out to that. Then tax if you can, because Tealdar has a kick and leads by 5 lengths now to Alba Sharia going off in chase in second place in the black and white colours. Down the outside in the blue and gold is Sultanat Al Hajaz. That one is picking up now. Sultanat Al Hajaz has got to try and catch Tealdar and has got 200 metres in which to try and catch her. But Tealdar keeps on finding with a rail to help. Sultanat Al Hajaz the only threat. Tealdar treading water in front. Sultanat Al Hajaz is running on down the outside, and Sultanat Al Hajaz is going to get up close home. Sultanat Al Hajaz, Abdullah Al Fayrouz. Right, we're just about ready to start, and they're off. Let's let them go. Oh, he's done it again. Arras has not raced. Arras has stayed in stall 9 in the blue and black. He's refused to jump out. He can be tricky in the stalls, and Arras is not with the field. Breaking well with Ejabi on the inside, the yellow colours. Wider out the grey. Eshtather is up with the pace. Also, Hoot Al Karain is there. Wider out is Sedus in blinkers, the light grey sleeves. Just off the pace there is Al Jamani. And then behind Al Jamani, we have in the red, white and blue colours, Al Hithami, who's not far off the pace. Ejabi has now dropped back on the inside. Wider out is Al Jamani in the green and yellow hoops with the black cap. Towards the back at this stage is Badr Al Mokhtar, got warm beforehand. Also in rear is Al Montaesh in the light blue. Another one towards the back is Riyadh in green and white colours. And also Thalik is nearer last and first. But up front it is the grey who's pressing on here. Eshtaher, who leads here. Eshtaher for Eddie Castro by a length and a half. to in second place Hoot Al Karain, red and white. Racing in third is Al Hithami. Around the houses goes Al Jamani in the green and yellow with the black cap, doing a lot of work out wide. EJB in the yellow needs to get going now. They make the turn. Hafa Al Fartin is making his way into blue and white. He's got into a share of third place, but work to do to catch this leader Eshtaher, although the horse in second is moving quite well. That's Hoot Al Karain. Looks a big player now for Alex Moreno, and Hoot Al Karain on the outside now has hit the button and now joined in with Eshtaher. These two will fight it out. They're well clear. Near side, Hoot Al Karain. Far side, the grey trying hard Eshtaher, but now he looks tired, and Hoot Al Karain it is, who's in front by 3 parts of a length. He's not doing that much in front, but he's doing enough. Hoot Al Karain. And they're off. The starter hits the button. A bit messy from the outside there. A couple got squeezed quite badly towards the outside. 17, Alpha Rat River was certainly involved in that. Also slowly away was Toughish towards the inside as they sort themselves out here. Star Horse is up with the pace early on as they go through the first couple of 100 metres. Also there towards the inside is Karihom, and then another one just off the pace is Latahati, looking for those just behind Single-Minded in yellow colours. Is getting a bit closer too. That's the grey as they go through the first 400 metres. Towards the outside, Taking Names is prominent too in the green with the red epaulet. So Taking Names it is now, number 15, who's come across to just hit the front. To Karihom, the blue and white, who's going to race in second place. Star Horse is next, the royal blue cap, dark blue and orange silks. Just behind the speed is Single-Minded. That's the grey. More towards the inside then, the black and white colours belonging to Latihati. She's been ridden along to try and get closer as they head around the home turn. They're tanking here at well over 60 kilometres per hour. So heading well past halfway. The leader is Taking Names. He's stretching on too in a nice fashion, the green colours. The jockey has a look behind, Mohammed Al Hubail. He's travelling well. To in second place, Star Horse, the one giving chase. Towards the outside now, Master Skills is making ground for Morales in the black. He could have a say in this. And they're now on from Single-Minded back in fourth place. And then to the outside, Bottled Rocket Man has got into fifth. The leader is kicking on though, Taking Names. Has a length to spare over Star Horse, who looks a big player in second. Star Horse now just peeled outside off heels. And here he goes, Star Horse coming hard at Taking Names. They've got away from Master Skills, and then behind those to the outside, Honour and Pleasure is staying on very late in the piece, but entering the final 250 metres, Star Horse and Taking Names. It's hammer and tong stuff up front. Star Horse just edging ahead as they go close home. Star Horse to Taking Names. They're getting a bit tired, but Star Horse wins. Racing away, but it's scrimmaging towards the inside, perhaps Mother Country just dropping out. And the one that was actually quite slowly away back towards the inside, I think was Mathael. One of the first to show up, though, is Lethal Talent, the grey. Right up there, too, is Know It's Time, the green and white colours, and Smoky Quartz, the black. Smoky Quartz now to second place, just sitting behind the early leader, who is Know It's Time, as they go through the first couple of 100 metres here. So Know It's Time leads Smoky Quartz and Lethal Talent into third, the grey. Racing 4 deep in the yellow and red towards the outside, getting a bit closer now. In the red cap is Juju up on the outside as they head towards the end of the far side. Further back to find in the green colours with the red epaulets, that is Mother Country, who's trying to get back into it as they go through the first 700 metres. Bo Jink is the horse on the extreme outside, that very light green and red colours with the cheek pieces, who's also advancing. Lethal Talent, though, has worked her way to the front now for Ahmed Al-Shra, and Jimmy Jerkins rather leads them around the crown of the bend. Second place for Bo Jink, on the outside for Jimmy Carry-On, who's prepared to throw out a challenge. Behind these is Smoky Quartz. Making ground now is Mother Country under Tariq Al-Mansur. To the outside is Juju in the striped colours for Sultan Al-Mamoni. And they're a few lengths clear from Najabat Alayez around the turn. Lethal Talent, though, she's travelling powerfully. And she says, catch me if you can around the turn. And she just put 5 lengths on them in a matter of strides. Smoky Quartz going off in chase in the black in second. Bo Jink now looks tired. Juju down the outside might get a place. And then comes Najabat Alayez, who's very deep. From the back, staying on is a Pipi Go Lucky, might get a place. But surely the win position is gone here because Lethal Talent is a class apart. Cleared by 7 lengths. entering the final 125 meters, and Lethal Talent is going to win this impressively. The outside nudge about Alayez might just get second from Habibi Go Lucky. And they're off. A little bit slow to go towards the inside was Orja Al Khaladir out of gate 2. The reserve just missed the kick. Breaking well was Java de Violette towards the inside. Also prominent is Badi Al Cham, and right up there is Gisham Sham Al Jazra early on. And also Jessan is trying to advance on the outside, one of the greys and the light green colours as they begin to sort themselves out. But up front in the red or white, Dagui Lotoir is up there, and also the white cap of Asouan, number 6, is handy as well as they go through the first 500 metres. And now coming forward, it is Dagui Lotoir to lead Asouan narrowly towards the outside, the light green of Jessan under Wigberto Ramos into a share of third place with Java de Violette is more towards the fence in the black and gold colours. Another grey racing up towards the outside is Prince Amer, who's trying to get a bit closer to the pace as well, number 18. The front line of 6 are narrowly ahead of the likes of Embarator. Looking further back in the field towards the rear, Michel El Kataeb is well down the field at the stage, and also towards the back is Sultan Al Mari as they make the run towards the home turn. Then they're tanking around 52 kilometres per hour, and up on the outside now Prince Amer it is who's got there going easily to come and join it with Jessan. These two race ahead. On the inside, Kafu Afbar's bang there though, the black jacket with the diamonds on the sleeves. Further back to find in behind Fertil de Croat in orange colours trying to get going. Another one that's on the improve is Gisham Shamal Jazra as they turn towards the straight. So on the inside, Kafu Afbar is going well now and has the running rail, and now just has a narrow lead to in second place. That's Jessan. Going 3 wide, but under pressure is Prince Amer. 4 wide is Gisham Shamal Jazra. That one's going well in the blue headgear, number 20. And Gisham Shamal Jazra has quickened up in the twinkling of an eye and has gone clear. Look at this one go. Gisham Shamal Jazra. Jimmy Carrion had barely moved before the home turn. Now he shakes him up and he goes clear by 4 lengths. Giving chase is Al Muzan now into second place, going off in chase of this leader. But the leader's got a 4-length lead with about 150 metres left to go. It's Gisham Shamal Jazra, who is well on top, entering the final 150 to in second place. That is Al Muzan, and there's a big gap back to in third place Orja Al Khaladir. One-way traffic here though. It's Gisham Shamal Jazra by a street. Almost there. We're ready, and they're off. They've jumped away then. Dreams Unwind got off to a decent start. Mosaheya as well got off to a fairly good start as they go through the first 300 metres. Right up there too is Dream Biz on the inside, the red. Now coming across, Mistrix, who has raced prominently before, is up there as well. Dream Biz towards the inside is handy too, and they go ahead of Dreams Unwind, who's racing in third place. And then Mosaheya just drops in behind with the black and white on the cap. Behind those on the inside, in the dark blue is Libya Me as they race towards the end of the first 400 metres, just come across onto the main track, leaving the chute behind them. The leader is pressing on here, Mistrix, by 3 lengths to Dream Biz, who sits in second position. Dreams Unwind is next in the field towards the outside, number 3 with a noseband. And then on the outer is Tequila Mockingbird, a couple of lengths back to find Mosahier at this stage. And then the black and or dark blue and yellow of Capitulation is out wider of those. The yellow cap of Amani Al Kale is next in the field, and towards the back, very dark blue for Libby Amy as they make the run then towards the end of the far side. Still pressing on the leader, going a decent gallop here, 59 kilometres per hour for this distance. They're not hanging about. Mistrix has a narrow advantage still to in second place Dream Biz, and then going well on the outside is Dreams Unwind for Alex Moreno. Going 4 wide is Tequila Mockingbird, had a horrible trip throughout. Then behind these, we're looking for Mosahier, who's beginning to get going, back in about 6th place, but work to do. Is caught in behind Capitulation as they make the turn, and then following those is Libya Me. Dropping away as Amani Al Kale is right towards the back now. Now turning for home. And up front, still with the lead on the inside, is Mistrix, who leads to Tequila Mockingbird in second place. Then comes Dream Biz. This Mossayeh has got a bit to do. She's now beginning to warm up, though, towards the outside. She's got a few legs to find, but we know she finishes strongly. Capitulation wants the inside run, and here she comes now, Mossayeh. All of a sudden, she kicks in the afterburners, and she's roaring past them all. Capitulation through on the inside for second, but Mossayeh, she's a class act. She had to work hard. She kept us waiting, but she'll win going away for Adel Al Farabi. Scala wants them to go, they're racing, he's hit the button and they're off. Ayadat wasn't that cleanly into stride. One that broke well inside was Shakra Sultan is there in the black colours, with wider out Anud Al Moghtara is right up there too in the red. Another one that's forward now is Ayadat, who's quickly made up that lost ground at the start, the green cap to go to a share of second place. A few of these caught very wide. Shajwar is one of those, a white cap. The red cap, Anud Al Moghtara, is next, and the yellow of Wassam Al Riyadh as they go through the first 600 metres. Just off the pace is Najmat Al Mahafid in the red colours, but the leader is Shakra Sultan. Wigberto Ramos is clearly in a hurry here and leads by a length. But Ayadat's got the perfect sit now in second place, if good enough. Behind those on the outside, the white cap of Shajwar, then Anud Al Moghtara. Towards the inside, Ebrak is now just being ridden along to get closer. Behind those, we have Anna Al Almas as they make the turn. The leader's going well here, Shakra Sultan, and Ayadat is going to have to raise her game to catch her as they turn for home. The front pair are nicely clear. Najmat Al Mahafil is going into a share of fourth place. On the outside, the white cap of Shajwar's running on. This leader, though, may just have given these the slip. That's Shakra Sultan, and the wingman is away. Shakra Sultan is clear. 6 lengths, and Ayadat's got no answers today. Staying on behind those is Anna Al Almas, but it's all Shakra Sultan. She'll take the top prize in great style. Shakra Sultan is more than a match for Ayadat. And they're off. Starter hits the button and they're racing for our feature race over the mile, 1,600 metres for the Ministry of Defence Cup. On the first to show up in the centre is Rustom Basha, goes forward to lead here to Cardano, the red colours racing in a share of second place, with towards the inside Ayadat, that's in the light blue. Just off the pace, the green cap of Wakida in about 5th place. Up on the outside, moving forward now is Medbas, who's in the maroon with the white cap, the red sheepskin noseband. Wider of those is Alamay in the white and red colours under Rayan Altoesh. Going very wide now is the grey Marsoum Al Nayef, is caught out 6 deep right on the top shelf. Just off the pace Cardano, and also Ayadat is towards the inside, the two-tone blue. So they are making the home turn then. We're already approaching halfway, and now one off the rails is Medbas in the two-path with the stars on the sleeve, just nosing ahead to Rustom Basha on the inside, the grey sleeves. To the outside, Alamay is in third. Then the wider out is Wakida, the green cap, still very deep on the course, is Marsoum Al Nayef, who's covered all the extra ground as they turn. Medbas now shaken up here. The grey on the outside is making ground, is Marsoum Al Nayef. Despite the horrible trip, he looks a danger too, and Medbas could be in trouble because Marsoum Al Nayef is laying it down. Behind those is Wakida, the green cap. Medbas looks well beaten. It's Marsoum Al Nayef in front by a few lengths. They've still got 150 metres to go. Staying on to get second now, that is Wakida, the green cap, and then comes Ayadat, but this grey is clear. This is Marsoum Al Nayef, the performance of his life to win the Ministry of Defence Cup for Khalid Al Mamoni. Marsoum Al Nayef brings the upset.